The Hugging Face breach. When an OpenAI evaluation model accidentally breached Hugging Face servers in July 2026, the defenders were forced to use a Chinese open-weight model to analyze the attack. The reason was simple. American closed models had strict safety guardrails that could not distinguish between a malicious hacker and a forensic engineer, actively blocking the incident response. Now Nvidia is leveraging this exact event to justify a massive internal pivot, quietly assembling a new AI safety and cybersecurity engineering team based on August job filings. But the justification for this new unit exposes a fundamental flaw in how closed models handle cybersecurity. Why closed models fail? Closed models run prompts through opaque filters to block malicious behavior. But when security teams input logs from an active cyber attack, those exact filters often trigger and paralyze the defense. Recognizing this flaw, Nvidia formed the Open Secure AI Alliance in late July with 120 organizations to mandate local, inspectable models. And to execute this strategy, Nvidia is hiring an engineering army to write the blueprints. The new engineering army. August job listings show Nvidia aggressively recruiting distinguished engineers, security researchers, and evaluators to form a dedicated internal AI safety unit. Instead of relying on language models to act as an unreliable judge of what is safe, this team is building deterministic architectural controls enforced outside the neural network. They are developing tools like the OpenShell runtime and the Nvidia Labs object-oriented agent framework. These tools create hard sandboxes to restrict an AI agent's network access, isolate internal secrets, and prevent arbitrary code execution on corporate servers. The engineering mandate is clear. They must vet autonomous agents before deployment and build systems that automatically patch vulnerabilities locally without ever phoning home to a cloud provider's API. This is not a theoretical research group. It is a product team, building the exact infrastructure required to secure open models at scale. And the strategy driving these localized deployments exposes Nvidia's actual endgame. The real implication. Nvidia's new internal safety army and the fallout from the Hugging Face breach prove that the hardware giant is using cybersecurity to actively commoditize closed frontier models. For systems engineers and security operators, outsourcing threat analysis to a black box API is now a proven liability. Open-weight models are shifting from a cost-saving measure to a strict compliance requirement for local defense. If your team cannot bypass an external provider's guardrails during an active intrusion, your incident response protocol is fundamentally broken. Nvidia understands that enterprises will demand complete control over their security infrastructure, and they are building the open frameworks to ensure those localized defenses run exclusively on their silicon. Watch how the Linux Foundation implements the Alliance's newly proposed SAFE guidelines in late 2026, as these rules will directly determine which open-weight architectures become the mandatory baseline for corporate networks. Subscribe for more